What's going on, everybody? In this video we are going to be installing the Lumary Smart LED recessed light with HDMI box kit. This thing's supposed to be pretty sweet, so we're pretty pumped about getting this in. Currently we've got these 6 lights that we are going to be replacing with the Zigbee lights. We've got 4 that come in the kit, and then we went ahead and got 2 more. So we're going to get those installed, and then we'll show you what to do with the TV. So this is what comes in the kit. You've got a nice little template for cutting the hole if you need to cut the hole. Ours are already the canless recessed lights in the ceiling, so I think all we need to do is just install these, get these wired up. But you've got the HDMI sync box. There's an HDMI cable in here. This is the power adapter for that. And then you've got the 4 lights that come in the kit. Like I said, we've got 2 more lights that we went ahead and got there, but we're going to go ahead and get these wired up. Each light comes with its own junction box, so you are going to have to do some wiring, and you've got some little wire nuts and some extra spring-loaded clips that hold onto the sheetrock. Included in the kit, along with the 4 Zigbee lights, is this high-quality LED strip light that goes on the back of the TV. This will also change colors along with those lights. And this also comes with an HDMI cord to connect from your box to your TV. Well, let's go ahead and get to work and get these installed. It turns out the original lights were not the same style of lights. They had their own little junction boxes that were hooked to the studs, so we had to go ahead and make the hole a little bit wider, pull those junction boxes out, and then rewire those lights back in. When it's time to wire up your junction boxes, go ahead and unplug the light from the junction box, unscrew this, and then that just pulls right out. And then you can reinstall those when you're done. Here's what the junction box looks like inside. You've got the hot, the neutral, and the ground wire. The ground wire is already grounded. And when you're wiring, go ahead and connect the ground to ground, which is the green to the copper wires in the ceiling, the white wires to the white wires, and the black wires to the black wires. Fold those up inside the junction box, give it a close, and then you can just set the junction box on top of the sheetrock in the ceiling. After you've got that wired, go ahead and install your light by sticking the plug back in and twisting that nice and tight. With these orange plastic tabs, slide one up into the ceiling, fold the other one back, slide it up into the ceiling, and that will hold onto the sheetrock and keep the light in place. And one cool feature that I forgot to get on camera is we had a joist running through one of these light holes. Now with these lights being so thin, you can just slide those up in, regardless if there is a joist going right through or right through the side of the hole. So the great thing about these lights is they can be put anywhere, even if you've got a stud in the way. Now that we have all those lights installed, let's test them out, make sure they're working. As you can see, they are working just fine. Now it is time to go ahead and set up our gateway control box. This thing basically communicates with the Zigbee lights and with the LED light strip that goes on the back of the TV. This is the power horse. This is what makes all the lights change colors in sync with the TV. So let's go ahead and get the LED light strip installed. Then we'll come in, wire up the gateway control box. We'll just set this inside this little inset of this built-in cabinet here. What we'll do is fish the wire from the cable box up through the hole here and get that set up. I also just want to show you up close the gateway control box. You've got your power adapter plug here, and then over here on light 1, this is where you will plug in your LED light strip. So after you've got that all installed around the back of your TV, you'll plug that in right here. And then using your HDMI cord, I plugged this one into the HDMI output on the far right, and then connected that to the TV. Then with whatever system you're using, whether it be a video game console, a cable box, you're going to run an HDMI from that over to the HDMI input here. Now we have the lights all installed. Lights are working. We've got them synced with the gateway control. We've got the strip lights set up. The strip lights unfortunately aren't working great for us just because the way we have this entertainment center set up, this is a built-in cabinet. We have this inset where we can wire up everything and plug it into the outlets. So inside of that inset, the wall is really reflecting that light really well. But since it is inset, it does not reflect on the entertainment center itself, unfortunately. So if you had this set up with just a wall mount behind it, it would reflect off that wall really well. Unfortunately, that's not the case for us. We may think about moving these lights somewhere else around this entertainment center, but for now, this is what we're working with. But like I said, if this wasn't a built-in entertainment center without this little area in here, those lights would be reflecting off of the wall a lot better. I'm not a huge tech person. I am terrible with electronics and all that kind of stuff. But I was able to set this up. There is some instructions included with the Lumary box, but I'm going to try to explain this the best I can. Now, I am not a super techie person, so I hope I can show you how to set these up super easily. The way we've got this box set up is just back here behind all this stuff with all this wiring and everything. But you've got your power adapter, you've got the strip light cord here right next to the power adapter, and then over on the far left is the HDMI output, and this is the HDMI input. So the input in this instance we have coming from our cable box, so the HDMI attached to the cable box ran up through and attached to the input section here of HDMI 3, because HDMI 3 is where our output is connected to into the TV. So hopefully that makes some sense to you. All right, so in setting up this app, you can see we've already got everything set up. Here is our control box and then the 6 Lumary Zigbee lights. If you're starting from scratch, you're going to come up here, click Add Device, and then down here on this bottom, or on this top left side, there's a gateway control, and then you'll just click on this HDMI function here, and that will pretty much walk you through how to set that up. And then after you do that, you click the button on the control box that is for the Zigbee lights, and then that will automatically connect all of those Zigbee lights together as well. Alright guys, so the way we have this set up currently is for each of these 2 lights. So these 2 lights will change the same colors at the same time, these 2 at the same time, and then these 2 over here at the same time. And there is a little panel within the app that you can adjust each of these lights as well to change different colors with different areas of the TV screen, which is also cool. So we'll probably be playing around with that a little bit more as we continue to use this. But as you can see, the lights are changing colors with the TV screen. It's pretty awesome. Coming back to check out the LED lights on the back of the TV, they're also changing colors as well. Now if we didn't have this little inset built in on the entertainment center, you'd be able to see these lights from the front of the TV a lot better. So a direct wall mount would work really well. Alright, so we're watching a lightning storm here. You can see those lights change colors with the lightning storm. Pretty freaking cool. This would be so cool in like a game room or something like that. Awesome home theater like we've got going on here. It's pretty dang cool. And like I stated before, you can use these lights as normal LED recessed smart lights. You can flip to this color wheel and change the lights depending on the mood if you want to go with some fancy colored lights. Lumary claims they have 16 million different colored lights that you can switch this thing to. Plus you can also go cool white and the warm white as well. And let's go back to the warm white. So even when you are not using the theater system, you can use those lights kind of as normal recessed can lights. So let's check it out. You've got the switch there. I can turn the switch on and off. There's those lights turned on, and there's those lights turned off with the switch. You can also hook these up to Google Home or Alexa, control the lights that way. You can tell them to turn colors. You can dim them with the Alexa or Google Home as well by saying, Alexa, dim the lights to 10%, and they will dim. So pretty cool functionality there. These lights are pretty sweet. This home theater system is pretty sweet, so highly recommend this thing if you're looking for an awesome lighting experience for your home theater system. Be awesome in a game room, awesome in a theater system. If you have any questions or comments, drop those down in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you're not missing out on upgrading your home for the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.